dominant performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Huskies, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they...
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trim in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Looking to throw. Bonner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Washington going to send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Back to throw. Bonner. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the 1st down.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Robinson with another carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Going right back to Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
Here's Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Howell looking to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Just 4 yards on the pickup, and that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and 7. Howell, he'll look to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half. Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's completed to Caldwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throw left side, and a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Howell from the gun. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up the Commanders' first down as he'll get this up to the 43. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, Howell to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing to start the drive. Bonner. Hold in here, Caldwell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Looking to throw. Bonner. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off-play action. Bonner. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Bonner. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. On first down, Bonner. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bonner. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, what a juke into space. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Huskies have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now throwing on 1st down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Howell sliding down, and he picks up the 1st on that play. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And a lot of times, these players, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Back to throw, Howell. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. That ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 17-14, a minute 54 on the clock. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Bonner. And incomplete on the deep ball. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now. third down there, but he cannot connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Howell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Washington, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin.